Hello everyone, now we're going to use implicit differentiation to solve a function and finding y prime before finding y. This is very easy, it's exactly the same way if you were to differentiate an x, but this time it's y, so they make it seem super fancy and hard, but it's very easy actually. So as we all know how to differentiate a regular term, we're going to use, let's do this one first so you can remember. So just bring the exponent in front of the x, like here, and subtract -1 out of that. So this term will become 2x. That's it. Now what happened with the y? The y, we're going to do exactly the same thing. Bring the 3 in front of a y and subtract -1 out of the exponent. And this will become 3y squared. But what the last thing you'll have to do, just add a y prime to it, and that's all it is. That's all it takes. They make it seem so hard, but it's actually very simple. And finally, our 4 will become 0. That's the derivative of a constant is always 0. So the last step to finalize our answer, we're gonna bring this term right here, the ones that don't have a y prime, like this one, in them, we're going to bring it to the other side of the equal sign, and we're going to write it down as a 2x, positive 2x. Now we have y prime, it's equals 2x divided by, bring the terms that have a y prime with it and bring it all the way here, and you end up with 3y squared. And this is your final answer. So that's it. You have solved, using implicit differentiation, a function finding y prime without actually finding y. Okay, so we're going to solve using implicit differentiation again, chapter 3.6, exercise number 10. So this is not very different for what we've done already. So basically, just bring, the only thing that you have to think about is that there's a multiplication between x squared and y, and there's a multiplication between x and y squared. So we have to use the product rule. So remember, the product rule says that f of x, first f, times g prime plus f prime times g of x. So that's our product rule. So we're going to apply it into our problem. So we're going to have f of x, which is this x squared. We're going to write it down as x squared, which is f of x. Now times g prime. G prime is y, so g prime of y is 1 times y prime, which is going to be only y prime. Now we add plus f prime, which is 2x, times g of x, which is in this case only y, plus x of f of x, which is only x, times y prime, which is 2y y prime, plus y prime f prime, which is only 1, times y squared, which is g of x. So we're just going to leave it y squared, and equals 0. So we're going to pass now all the values that contain a y prime to the other side of the equal sign. So that means that will be this term, and I would say this term as well. So let's pass it to the other side of the equal sign, and we're gonna have let's say equal sign is gonna be right here. We're gonna have negative 2xy negative y squared. So this is our y prime. We're gonna divide all the terms that contain a y prime. So this one will go down here, and 2xy, this one will also go underneath there. So let's bring them down. Let's just write this thing. Okay. So we have x squared, and we also have 2xy, and that's it. That's your final answer. So make sure you keep in mind that every time you see a y, is going to be the y prime, and also keep in mind that if you see an x squared and a y together, that means that they're multiplication, so you have to apply the product rule, which is right here. So keep that in mind, and hope this helped you. So good luck in the test.